Welcome to Pouches and More, and today we'll prepare this envelope laptop sleeve. We have used a fabric label on this, which is completely optional. In this we haven't used any zip. Instead we have used a Velcro strip over here. It's completely lined from inside. And here we are using a 15-inch laptop. This has been stitched according to this laptop, that is according to a 15-inch laptop. So first we are going to measure the laptop, and according to that we will be cutting the fabric. So here our laptop measures 15 inches by 9 3/4 inches and around 1 inch depth, that is the height. So the materials used are, we have used one main fabric and this has been quilted. One piece of lining, we have not fused or quilted this, and both of them measure 29.5 inches by 17 inches. They both measure the same, and we have used one piece of each, and we'll be using a 3-inch Velcro. These are all the materials used. So first we'll take the main fabric. We need to make a marking. So on the shorter side, on one corner, any one corner, we're just going to make a marking. So on the shorter side, we're going to make a marking of 3 inches. So this will be done on the shorter side. This is a 3-inch mark. On the longer side, we'll be making a mark of 2 inches. So this is a 2-inch by 3-inch mark that we'll be doing in the corner, and this is only on the top corner. We'll be joining these 2 points. So on one shorter side, that is one of the shorter sides, we're going to do this marking, and this will be the top. Now the same thing we'll do on the other side also, that is the top part itself. So for that we'll just fold the fabric in half like this, and we are going to cut this. So this will be the top part in which we have done this marking. This is a 2-inch by 3-inch marking. Now we're just going to cut this. So this is the top part of the fabric, that is the flap part. Now the same marking we'll be doing on the lining fabric also and cutting it. So the same thing we'll do on the lining fabric also one side, and we are going to cut this. Place the main fabric right side facing up, and on one side, that is the side base side, we are going to place the lining material right sides together. So this is the base. We are going to make a stitch over here. Here right sides are together. The cut that we have made is on the top side. This will be the base, and here we are going to leave a gap. So we are going to stitch on both the sides, and we are going to leave a gap. This is where we will be turning it to the right side. Rest we will be stitching on both the sides. Now we have stitched over here. This is the opening. Now we will just flip it over. We are going to press the seams and flip it over. So we have put the wrong sides together now. Now the wrong sides are together, and we have flipped it. So here this is the opening that we left. We are just going to finger press the seam neatly so that the fabrics are neat, and we are going to pin the base over here. So as of now, this is the base where we have kept the opening. We are just going to pin this neatly, the entire stitch that we did. So here we have pinned the entire base. Now we will just neatly spread the lining fabric on this, so the wrong sides of the lining fabric are together. And this is the top part, and this is the base. Now we are just going to fold the base, that is for the body. We are just going to fold it. So here we will be making a marking of 4 inches or else we can also just put the laptop inside and fold it according to the size of the laptop. So here on top part we are going to make a marking of 4 inch. So on this side, that is from the slant bottom, we are going to make a marking of 4 inch on both the sides. So the other side also we will do the same thing. This is a 4 inch mark. Now we are going to align the fold till here. So the base that we stitched, we can align it till this 4 inch mark. Now we can also insert the laptop and check the size, how much we want to fold. So here we are just going to clip it as of now. This will be the body of our sleeve, and we are just going to close the flap also. So this is how the sleeve will be looking. Now in this we need to attach the Velcro. So we will make a center marking by folding the flap. I'm just going to fold it in half, and this is our center line. On the center line now, from top we are going to, from the flap top we are going to make a marking of 1.5 inch. This is where we will be placing the Velcro strip. So here we will place it on the flap first, and we are going to attach it to only the single fabric. So here we are going to attach it only to the lining, not the main fabric. So here we are just going to pin it now, and we are going to close this flap. So we will know exactly where to place the other strip also. We are just going to neatly align it like this, and then we are going to pin the other side also. So this is the place where we need to attach the other side. Just as we attached the Velcro only on a single fabric, here also only on the main fabric we will be attaching, not on the lining. So here only on the main fabric we will be attaching, that is a single fabric we will be attaching. So once we just close it and see, in case this is okay, then we will have to stitch. So for stitching we are just going to open the clips, and we are going to make it again, or we are going to separate the lining and the main fabrics. So we are just going to separate it, since we need to stitch it on a single fabric. So we have removed the lining out of the way, and we are going to stitch this Velcro on the main fabric only. The lining is out of the way, and it will be stitched only on the main fabric. So I have done it on the main fabric. This is, we won't be doing this now, we'll do this later on. You can do it in case you want to now only, but I'll be doing it later on. So this is how it looks. Now we will again put the fabrics together, wrong sides together, and we'll align the edges all over, and again we are going to fold it to the 4 inch mark. And before aligning it, what we'll be doing is, we're just going to pin this around 10 inches from the base, not the flap side, from the base side we are just going to pin this, that is only to hold the fabrics together when we are again folding it. So 10 inches from the base, then we will fold it and align it now. So once this is aligned with the 4 inch mark, we are going to pin this, but we are going to pin it only with the lining fabric, not the main fabric. Only with the lining fabric we are going to pin this. We are going to push the lining fabric out of the way now. So this is a single fabric. We have now put them together. So here only on the lining fabric we have pinned. Now we will do the same thing on the other side also. So again we will align the other side with the 4 inch mark, and we will be pinning it only with the lining fabric, not with the main fabric. Only with the lining fabric we are going to pin this. So the main fabric is not pinned as of now. So this is how it will be. Now once this is done, we have pinned it only to the lining fabric. Now we will be flipping the main fabric from the other side. So this is the lining fabric. Now the main fabric, you will just flip it and get it from the other side. So the main fabric right sides will be together now. Now we are going to align the flap edges. Once we align the flap, then we are going to stitch all around. So we are just going to neatly align the side as well as the flap edge. And then we are going to clip them together. So here we have got the lining fabric right side, the base and the main fabric right sides together. Now we are going to clip all three of them together, and we do the same thing on the other side. So align the flap edges neatly and then clip all three fabrics together, the three parts. Now we will be pinning all around on the edges. So this is the opening that we left. Now here we have pinned the opening. So we're just going to remove the pins now, since we need to turn them to the right side from this opening itself once we stitch all around. So we're just going to remove the pins. So this is the opening that we have left. Now we'll put the fabrics together, right sides together, and we're going to pin all around. So once it is pinned all around, this is how it will be looking from the side, the main fabric and the lining fabric. Now we will stitch all around. So here we have increased the seam width by 3/4 inch only till the fold, that is where the three fabrics are together, only till there. The flap side we have increased the seam width to 3/4 inch on the top part. So we have stitched all around, and this is the bottom or the base which is open now. Now we need to turn it around. Before turning, we are just going to cut off the corners. So once we have clipped off the extras from the corners, we are going to turn it over. So this is the opening that we left, or the base that we left. Now we are going to turn it over from here. So turned over the whole thing. This is the top opening. We need to stitch this also. So we are going to make a top stitch over here also, and all around on the flap also. So continuous, we are just going to make a top stitch. That is done. Now we need to attach. So this is the top stitch that we did on the flap as well as on the top part. Now we need to attach the Velcro. So we will also be attaching the fabric label, which is completely optional, on the upper part. So now for attaching the Velcro on the flap, what we need to do is, we're just going to fold the flap neatly see that the edges are all neatly aligned, and we are going to make a marking where we need to attach the Velcro. So on the body we have already attached the Velcro, so we will make a marking over there itself. So this is where we need to attach the Velcro to align it with the other side. So here we will be stitching the Velcro. It's a simple straight stitch that we will be doing. So we have finished stitching. This is how it looks. We have also attached the label, fabric label, and the Velcro on the flap. So it's looking neat and it's simple to make. Please to try this and please to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.